TV2U is a pioneer of next-generation internet video solutions, empowering its customers to bring television to operators globally. TV2U's cloud-based approach enables rapid deployments of television and media to smart TVs, mobile phones, tablets and other devices. Well, Nick Fitzgerald is the founder and CEO of TV2U. Thanks so much for being with us. This is the second time actually that you've exhibited at IBC. Yep. As we walk around the different halls, there are of course other OTT platforms out there. So what is your unique selling point, would you say?
Yeah, sure, Hannah. Well, we have three unique selling points. One is the content. Second is the analytical intelligent platform we have, and third is a very disruptive business model. So if I first go at the content, if you go around the hall today, many of the OTT solutions you see are really suppliers of on-demand video content. But that's really what they're doing. So they're almost taking a Netflix business model, repackaging that and competing with Netflix. But we're more than that. We're about entertainment. We believe content is a personal experience. So not only do we have Hollywood video-on-demand content, but we have local content, regional content. For example, we have movies from Bollywood, or we can get African content, but also we do things such as karaoke. We just launched a karaoke platform actually into Asia. And on top of this, our future is also into the streaming of Xbox, PlayStation type games. So it's very personal. So it's not just a bolt-on video-on-demand experience. Now the second thing, we said it was personal. So how do we profile the customer? Well, we have a real-time analytical data platform. So we profile a customer by what he watches, when he watches it, where he's located, how long he watches content for. But it's more than that. We need data, more data. So if we're working with an operator, we can bolt in their data into our data engine as well. So we take the data, and then from the data we create a profile of the customer. And the profile can be based on a geography, it can be based on a personal viewing habits, it can be based on a community. We don't really care, but we look at patterns.
You mentioned that, of course, there are other services out there, such as Netflix. I understand that you actually provide a white label service, which is very interesting, and you call that Tara. So how does that work? Well,
some companies out there want a complete package. They don't really want to put all the marketing or the branding into it. So we created something called Tara, which stands for Television and Radio Anywhere. And actually, it's named after my daughter as well, so it's quite personal.
Yeah.
But what we can do is we can create a whole package for those that just want to take a service and deliver it to their customers over their network. So rather than going for maybe a branded out there alternative solution, they can create an image around the brand of Tara, customised to their needs.
Very interesting. So how do you see the future of OTT and TV Anywhere merging?
Well, it is going to merge, and I think what's really interesting now is we've got to look at IoT as well, the Internet of Things. And if you look what's going to happen, the whole home is going to be one interactive hub, if you like. So the content that we're streaming to the TV will also control your devices in the home. So we're coming to the next stage. I believe that we're going through a new wave of technology, a new wave of personalisation, a new way of interaction, and also it hooks up through your social media, and that's very important. So you should be able to share your personal experience through your content on your social media network.
So how then does this technology maximise the quality of delivery, regardless of network capacity or device?
Okay. Well, so what we do over the network, we use something called adaptive bitrate. So technically speaking, if I was in Starbucks and I was watching a movie and I was watching it over the Wi-Fi, I could watch it in high definition. If I move outside and I go to the 3G network, what adaptive bitrate does, it automatically resizes for the network, so you don't lose any quality of service. So it's very important that we provide the maximum quality of service to the customer. And because we use something called unicast, every stream to every customer is unique. So we can monitor the usage. So for example, we were monitoring the network. We can avoid saturation of the network by pulling back on the bit rate to the customer, so they always get the content.
So how does your OPEX-based business case benefit your operators? Because I know that's very important.
That's a very good question, right? So my experience in the broadcast industry, every time we go to a network operator, a mobile operator, or a telco, there are three major factors. One is the CapEx. Second is the skill set. Third is getting the content. Well, the first hurdle is the CapEx. So a lot of boards will reject the first phase, so that's the first hurdle. And then you need the skill set. but what we provide is an OPEX model. So there is minimum CapEx. So what we do is we guarantee to our operator that we will deliver a content to their customers cheaper than they can build it. So when they go to the board and they look at an OPEX model, they know their outgoings. All they have to do is market the service to their customers.
So finally then, how long does it take to launch?
We can be very quick. We can launch in 3 months. It really depends on the branding from the customer. The technology is there and it's cloud-based. So we build it once, and that's where we distribute those costs amongst the operators. That's how we can be cost-effective to market.
Well, Nick, it sounds very exciting. It sounds
Thank
like
you.
there's lots going on for you, and best of luck, and thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you, Hannah.